What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Alain Gonzalez here, and in this video I want to go over the best workout routine for beginners. If you're someone who just started lifting or who is looking to get into weight training, then you must watch this video. In this video, I'm going to give you the 5 key exercises. In fact, the only 5 exercises that you need to build a well-rounded physique and take advantage of your newbie gains. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Exercise number 1, vertical push. You see, whenever we are pushing a weight over our head, we're not hitting just the shoulders, okay? We are also hitting the upper pecs and the triceps. So whenever we are extending our arms against resistance, we are hitting the triceps a great deal. But we're also, when performing shoulder flexion, hitting the upper pecs. What I want you to do from home is put your hand over your upper clavicular and press up. What you're gonna notice is that the upper chest is heavily involved in this movement. It's not hard to see that when you load this movement, you are in fact going to be hitting the upper chest a great deal. And then one even lesser noticeable benefit of the vertical push is lat involvement. You see, whenever we are lowering the weight under tension, we are going to be getting eccentric tension on the lats. Now, for someone who is more advanced, this may not be a big deal, but for you who's just starting out and are hypersensitive to the stimulus, you are going to get a lot of growth just from this eccentric portion of the lift when we're talking about the lats. Next exercise is a horizontal push. So think a bench press or a dumbbell chest press. Okay, what we're gonna do here is we are going to again hit the upper chest a little, but more importantly, we're really going to be hitting the pec major, which makes up most of the chest. Again, because we are extending our arm under tension, we are going to be hitting our triceps a great deal. And then also because shoulder flexion is involved as well, we are going to be hitting the front delts. Exercise number 3, horizontal pulling. All right, whenever we pull a weight toward our body, we are involving our biceps, our rear delts, mid, upper back, traps, and lats. Okay, so if you're performing something like a bent barbell row or a T-bar row, then you're hitting the entire back, plus you're getting some bicep involvement as well. The next movement that you want to focus on is a lower body push, something like a squat or a leg press, okay? Not only are you going to be able to hit the quads a great deal, but because you're performing hip flexion and extension, you're also going to be hitting the glutes and the hamstrings, okay? So this kind of a movement is going to make up for a lot of your lower body development. And then the 5th exercise that you want to include is a lower body pull. This is going to ensure that we're getting enough volume and stimulus for the hamstrings and also the glutes. But on top of that, if we're performing something like a deadlift, we are going to be heavily involving our back, right? Because it's an exercise where we can really load the movement. We are going to get a lot of isometric tension on all of the muscles in our back. And this is why you might see a lot of workout routines that put the deadlift in the back training. Okay, so those are the 5 key exercises that you should focus on: vertical push, horizontal pull, and then a lower body push and a lower body pull. Okay, now if you want to get 90 to 95% of your gains, those 5 exercises will suffice. But if you want to bridge that gap and reach 100%, then you may want to include a vertical pull, something like a lat pull down or a pull up, because this is where you are going to get the best lat involvement. Okay, so if you're not getting enough volume from your horizontal pulling and from your lower body pull, you may want to isolate the lats a bit more with some vertical pulling. Okay, it's also going to involve a lot more rear delts and more biceps. So if you include this kind of an exercise, then you may not have to do any direct biceps work at all. Now, if you want to, please feel free, just make sure not to overdo it. I would advise though, if you are not going to add this movement, then do include a few sets of direct biceps training at the end of your workout. Now, I know I gave you a lot of information in a little bit of time and you have some questions. How many reps? How many sets? How long should I rest? Etc. We're not going to go over that in this video. Rather, I'm just going to give you a full-on program that follows all of these principles for you already. All right? So I'm going to give you mass in a flash completely free. Just go to the link below or click here. Put your name and your email address. You'll get instant access to the program. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.